Hey everyone, and welcome back. So happy Thanksgiving weekend, at least for those of us in the States. Also happy Black Friday from the moment I am recording this. Definitely a lot of sales going on this weekend. And also a couple of announcements that have come in. So definitely a couple things to cover. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. So Arrow has announced their February titles. Now there's only 3 titles here. 2 of them are US and Canada only, and then 1 is UK only. So a bit of a lighter month, but that may not be a bad thing. So first up, I'm going to do the 2 US and Canada releases. I think they're both Blu-ray, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So first up, coming February 13th, is the movie The Shaolin Plot, one of those Fortune Star Hong Kong films, and retails for $39.95 up for for pre-order right now, at least from the Arrow website, for $28. Has a 2K restoration from original film elements by Fortune Star. Is in both Mandarin and English. Commentary with martial arts film experts Frank Zheng and Michael Worth. Commentary by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arnie Venema. Alternate English credits, original theatrical trailers, and includes a double-sided poster. So definitely continuing on with the Hong Kong, and again, that is a US and Canada only, and I believe it's Region A. Does it say here? Yeah, it looks like it is Region A, so I'm going to assume both of these are probably Region A. Then the other Blu-ray, which is also US and Canada, and same thing, retails for $39.95, up for pre-order right now for $28, at least from the Arrow website. Also set for February 13th is the film Fear is the Key from 1973. Not much to say, it just says it has a high-definition presentation, so I'm assuming it's maybe using a pre-existing HD master. It does have at least a couple of nice extras, including a new audio commentary track with filmmaker and critic Howard S. Berger, a different kind of spy game, a new visual essay by film critic and author Scout Tafoya, Fear in the Key of Bud, a new appreciation of composer Roy Budd, Bayou to Bray, an archival featurette in which crew members look back on the making of the film, Producing the Action, an archive interview with associate producer Gavrik Lucy, as well as the theatrical trailer. So, and again, that is US and Canada only, so again, I'm assuming it is Region A locked. And then finally, the third title, which is a 4K release, actually it will be a 4K release as well as a separate Blu-ray release, a special edition of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the one from 1978, which is actually my personal favorite out of probably all of the Body Snatcher films. Set for February 12th, retails for £34.99, and it is getting a limited edition release, at least initially. So it'll be in one of their box sets and things, and I just dropped my iPad. That was smart. And it'll be a 4K presentation in Dolby Vision, have a 2.0 stereo track as well as a 5.1 DTS track. And then some of this stuff I believe has been around from before, like previous releases. For example, it's got a commentary track with director Philip Kaufman, which I believe goes back quite a ways. Discussing the Pod, a panel conversation about Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Invasion Cinema, featuring critic Kim Newman and filmmakers Ben Wheatley and Norman J. Warren. Writing the Pod, an interview with Jack Seabrook, author of Stealing Through Time, on the writings of Jack Finney about Finney's original novel, The Body Snatchers, Revisitors from Outer Space, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Pod. A documentary on the making of the film featuring Philip Kaufman, Donald Sutherland, writer W.D. Richter, and more. The Man Behind the Screen, the Sound Effects Pod, a look at the film's pioneering sound effects. The Invasion will be televised. The Cinematography Pod. Cinematographer Michael Chapman discusses the look of and influences on the visual style of the film. Practical Magic, the Special Effects Pod, a look at the creation of the special effects from the opening space sequence, as well as the original theatrical trailer. And again, this is one of their limited editions. I'm sure standard release will come down the line. So it comes in one of their special hard cases with a double-sided poster, 6 postcard art cards, as well as an illustrated collector's booklet. And there actually will be 3 versions. So there'll be the 4K version, then there'll be a separate Blu-ray version, and there will also be a version that is limited to the Arrow store only with this alternate cover, which I believe was one of the original posters, which looks really, really cool. So again, that is UK only. So for those of us in the States, we're looking to get it, definitely imported. Now, we have gotten this film in 4K here in the States already from Kino. It's been out. when did that come out? About 2 years ago or something, year and a half ago. And I believe this is actually using the same transfer because it doesn't say anything about it being, like an Arrow transfer or anything like that. Now, I do remember some people saying that they were having some issues with the Dolby Vision version on the Kino release, which I'm assuming probably won't be on this Arrow release. So just a heads up on that if you kind of want to go for the Arrow release over the Kino release. And again, that's it for the Arrow titles for February. Just those three. So yeah, so now we're actually getting on just to the stuff that's going on this weekend. Obviously, there's a lot going on. There's sales everywhere and, madness about and whatnot. Oh, but actually, before I get to that, I do want to mention, actually, speaking of Kino, they did make an announcement that they are having I think they made the announcement a while ago, but they actually released the details on the upcoming 4K release of The Boogans, due out January 30th. And there will be two versions of it, a 4K release that will also come with a Blu-ray, and then just a Blu-ray only release. So just real quick, it does have a brand new 4K restoration from the original camera negative in Dolby Vision and HDR. It does have a new audio commentary with actor Jeff Harlan and film historian Howard S. Berger. And then it looks like it ports over some pre-existing extras, including a commentary track with director James Conway, writer David O'Malley, and actress Rebecca Balding, being 5.1 and 2.0 stereo. And the included Blu-ray, or if you get the Blu-ray only version, does have a couple of interviews, including William Munns, the man who made The Boogans, a featurette by Howard S. Berger, and with Boogans' creature designer William Munns, as well as a theatrical trailer and 2 TV spots. Actually, that's not that much. Couldn't they just added that to the 4K disc? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So that is set for January 30th. And then the other things that I do want to get to, so obviously as I mentioned previously, Synapse, which by the way, I'm so sorry. In my last video, I did mispronounce this title, and even in the editing, it didn't click with me. It's not The Covenant, it's The Convent, which is now available from both the Synapse website as well as Diabolic DVD. Retails for $49.95. Limited to 4,000 units. It's a 4K and Blu-ray set. And the details are it has a 4K remaster of the uncut version, supervised and approved by director Mike Mendez. 5.1 stereo sound mix from the original 16-track audio master. Oh, wait, I went over this last time, right? All the details. Yeah, I did. So, all right, I'm not going to repeat that. But anyway, it is up for pre-order, and I believe it will start shipping out I believe in the next week or two. So that's not one of those where it's pre-ordering. This is actually ready to go. So that's cool. And again, you can order it for right now. You can order it from Synapse directly or from Diabolic DVD, which also helps if you're trying to, for international buyers, go through Diabolic DVD. Because I don't think Synapse ships internationally. I could be wrong about that. But yes, that is up for pre-order right now. I definitely got in my order right now. And again, I specifically want to mention this because I mispronounced it in the last video, and some of you luckily did correct me. Yes, not The Covenant, The Convent. Sorry. Having a rough week last week, so if that was the only thing I got wrong, I would consider that a good thing. And I would get over to Severin. So obviously Severin already had all of their announcements. They got 9 titles that are now available. And of course, they have their Black Friday sale going on where a lot of older releases are on sale, some of them even as much as 50% off. And of course, all their releases, which I'll just kind of go through real quick. These first 5 are Blu-ray only, so The Unscarred, and then The Dead One, Stir, Closed Circuit, and Raiders of the Living Dead, all Blu-ray. And then, of course, the four 4K releases with Spider Labyrinth, The Sect, The Church, and of course, Cemetery Man. And in true Severin fashion, of course, there are bundles up the wazoo, and I think one of them might even be close to selling out. It may have even sold out by the time I get this video uploaded. But first off, you can get the Buddy G bundle, which comes with the Unscarred Blu-ray as well as the Combat Shock book for $35. The Stir Crazy bundle, also for $35, which comes with the movie Stir and as well as the novelization of it. For $65, the Tangled Web bundle, which comes with the Spider Labyrinth disc, the Spider Labyrinth Baby Metal figurine, as well as a Spider Labyrinth sticker. Next up, there are quite a few bundles here. The Independent International Appreciation Society bundle for $68, where you get the Dead One Blu-ray, Raiders of the Living Dead Blu-ray, as well as an Independent International Pictures logo t-shirt. And then next up for $142, it's the That's Delamore bundle, which comes with the Cemetery Man release, Cemetery Man Snow Globe, Cemetery Man 4-piece enamel pin set, a Severin Films Hall of Fame enamel pin number 30, featuring Michelle Sovey, as well as a Cemetery Man t-shirt. And next up, and this is the one actually I almost went with, but unfortunately I couldn't, but it's the Black Friday 23, the Just the Discs bundle, which doesn't come with any of the extra stuff, only the all 9 releases. That's the one I almost went with. I just couldn't swing it, unfortunately. But this isn't about me. So next up, so I got 2 bundles left. The next one, the Malto Sovey bundle, which includes Cemetery Man, The Church, The Sect, Cemetery Man Snow Globe, Cemetery Man 4-piece enamel pin set, Severin Films Hall of Fame enamel pin number 30 with Michelle Sovey, the Cemetery Man t-shirt, the Sect pendant, a Sovey autographed postcard, that's cool, the Church Stone with 7 Eyes pendant, the Church Goat Demon 3D metal keychain, the Church woven patch, the Church t-shirt, and the Sect t-shirt, and that is for $2.99, and that is a ton. Wow. And then finally, and I think this is one that might be close to selling out, is the Black Mass bundle at $4.99, limited to 100. And this basically comes with everything, because with all the movies, all the merch, and just everything, which I'm not going to read, but basically everything I just read off for everything else you get in this massive bundle. And again, that is going on right now at the Severin website. I got my order in just for the movies that I wanted last night. Now, just as a heads up, though, which you can easily overlook, is that you do get free shipping on any order over $100, but you do have to make sure that you actually choose it. It doesn't, like, default to it. So just a little heads up on that. And then finally, of course, we have the Vinegar Syndrome sale going on this weekend, which also includes a lot of older releases on sale for, I believe, like half off, as well as the rest of the titles that have been announced. Obviously, some of them were announced last month, but now we do have the remaining titles released. So just real quick, as they do with pretty much when they do have a sale, they always have like a couple of new slipcovers that you can get as an option. And for this sale, they have slipcovers for Angel, Avenging Angel, and Angel 3. Now, some of you may remember initially that came actually in a box set, and then you could buy them separately. So this is the first time actually there's slipcovers available, and you can buy just the slipcovers, or if you haven't bought them, the Blu-ray yet, you can actually also buy the Blu-ray with the slipcover while it's available. And of course, now we get to the movies. Now, previously, obviously, the VSU title, that was previously announced, of course, is the movie Daryl, the 4K release of Daryl, the Vinegar Syndrome Lost Picture Show box set, the Prophecy 1 through 3 for 4K box set, the Fatal Games Blu-ray. I believe those were all previously announced, but now we have the rest of the announcements. So first up, in their new line, which I think is pronounced DeGauser Video, or am I getting that wrong? I don't know if that's right. But it's their new one of their new like kind of sub lines that they're doing. And their first release is the movie Redneck Zombies, getting a Blu-ray release, and is a region-free Blu-ray, newly transferred because that was a shot on video film. So newly transferred from the best quality archival tape master, presented fully uncut, as well as a slew of extras, including all the ones that I believe were also on the on previous Troma releases from back in the day. And then we have 2 VSA titles. So first up is a region-free Blu-ray release of the movie A Gun for Jennifer from 1997, with a new 2K transfer from the original 16mm camera negative, as well as a commentary track, a making of, and the trailer. And then the other VSA title for the month is The Untold Story 2, a Blu-ray, region A or region-free? Region-free Blu-ray, scanned in 2K from its 35mm camera negative, in Cantonese, with newly translated English subtitles, as well as Mandarin language dub track, commentary track, and a double-sided poster. And actually, I can't remember, but let me just double check. So Fatal Games is a region-free Blu-ray. Let me double check. Although, I don't know, did you have the details before? Maybe not. So just real quick, a new transfer from the original 35mm dupe negative, commentary track, interviews, actually a lot of interviews, some archival stuff as well as the original trailer. And then the other movie, which was, again, one of their surprise ones, is the movie The Black Room, getting a region-free Blu-ray from, what was that, 1981. And I think this is the first time this film is actually getting a disc release. I could be wrong about that, but I think so. And it's newly scanned in 4K. It is a Blu-ray release from the 35mm negative elements, as well as an interview with the director, an interview with actor, actress, special effects. I'm sorry, I'm sort of skipping through this at this point. Bodies of work. Interview with Stephen Thrower. And like, I've heard of this thing. I've heard of The Black Room, but I don't think I've actually ever seen it. So looking forward to getting that. And then finally, the other one, which I know is getting a little bit mixed reactions. Personally, This one I'm so excited for, and it's a 4K release of Existenz, the David Cronenberg film. I love that film. It's actually one of my favorite David Cronenberg films. One that for me, I kind of felt was like way before its time. Because what year did this come out? Hold on, let me pull this up. 1999. Like, I kind of felt like games hadn't quite got to the point where I kind of feel like a lot of stuff was like semi-relevant. Like, it took a couple of years. Like, I kind of feel like Videodrome was kind of the same way, you know. And it's so for me, Existenz, in my opinion, has aged really, really well, and so happy it's getting a 4K release. Like, I started to hear that was that could be it, but like I didn't want to get my hopes up. But yes, I'm so happy. So the other release is indeed a 4K release of Existenz. It's a 2-disc set, so obviously I have the 4K disc as well as a Blu-ray. Now the Blu-ray will be Region A lock though, so just a heads up on that. Has a new 4K transfer from the original 35mm Inner Positive, a new commentary track with film historian Dr. Jennifer Mormon, and then it looks like it ports over a couple commentaries from other releases, and main one, especially the commentary track with David Cronenberg. But also there's another commentary track with a cinematographer and one with the visual effects supervisor Jim Isaac, who, if I remember correctly, didn't he direct Jason X, if I'm not mistaken? And then we do have a couple new things, including Crafting Reality, a new interview with the art director, Frankenstein Syndrome, a brand new interview with makeup effects artist, Singing with Genius, a new interview with producer Robert Lantos, Art of the Title, a new interview with opening title designer Robert Pilchowski. Oh god, I just butchered that name. So this is why I'm kind of skipping through some of these. Frame by Frame, Invisible Art of Production Design, an archival promotional featurette, an archival special effects featurette, promotional behind the scenes still gallery, the theatrical trailer, as well as an archival EPK interviews with director David Cronenberg, actors Jude Law, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Willem Dafoe, and visual effects supervisor Jim Isaac, as well as a 40-page book with a bunch of essays, and I am so excited for this release. I cannot tell you. But yeah, those are the Vinegar Syndrome things. So those are the final two secret titles that were announced. Again, the Black Room is exciting just because, again, I don't think that actually got a disc release before, so I'm looking, again, I've known about it, I've heard about it, I've never seen it, so looking forward to finally seeing it. And of course, as I mentioned, Existenz, which I love, and of course the previous announced ones of the Prophecy trilogy, and that Lost Picture Show box set really, really looks awesome. Oh, you know what? Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just double check, because I don't remember. That box set, the Lost Picture Show box set, was that region free or is that region locked? No, it's region free. So everything in that box set is also region free. So I think technically the only thing that's region locked is the Blu-ray included in the Existenz release, and I'm sure that has to do with licensing. Obviously, it has to do with licensing. So, but anyway, yes, that is everything going on. Obviously, there's sales going on in other places and everything, but I definitely want to get to these announcements. And yeah, it's probably a good chance we'll get probably next week or so, you know, give or take. Well, week to 2 weeks for sure. We probably will get the Scream Factory announcements for next February. So we'll see what they have planned. Anyway, at this point, I just kind of feel like I'm all over the place. So let me just wrap this up. So that's everything going on right now. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them as best I can. And just want to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving, at least obviously here in the States, but even outside of the States, I definitely at least just want to say how thankful I am for all of you for watching my videos and coming here and commenting, even though I know I'd be very slow at replying to comments sometimes, which I'm very, very sorry about. One of my goals in the new year is to really set aside time, like constantly, to make sure I get back to comments on a regular basis. I'm going to cover that in another video. But anyway, yes, I just want to say how thankful I am for all of you. So hope you have a really great weekend, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.